Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft, welcome back to a new world. Sadly, the last one died by the hand of the skeleton archers, our worst enemy so far. And let's see what we get. First things first, we're gonna need to find a location for a base, and then we're gonna need to cut some wood. These fists are gonna be punching some trees. Okay, so now that we have some wood, we need to find a cool location for our base. Something that's wide, something that will let us build a lot of buildings, something that has a lot of points of interest nearby. I did find many good locations, but not that one great location that I needed for my base. So I kept pushing forward, and I think that what I have here is, well, arguably one of the best bases that I have ever seen so far. I mean, there are better ones, but this is the best I have seen. Let me just get an aerial shot of this. So basically, as you can see to the far end, we have a huge ravine that splits the mountain. So that's a really cool POS for our stuff. We have a river and wide lands down. We have some hills on the back of us, and we have some nearby biomes which I didn't want to show, so I upped the fog just to keep it in suspense. We're gonna discover them later on. Now, sadly, it is time for us to kill the animals, get some food, get some wool, build a bed so that we can survive the nights and not have to deal with the mobs, and start building our home, since we do need a base to live. We're not gonna be homeless in this one. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna need to make the tools and get the animals, since I'm out of food and I don't even have a bed, which is, I mean, I should have a bed by this point, but I always forgot to make one, and I also forgot to make this world into a hardcore. So I'm gonna treat it as a hardcore world. If I die, I mean, I'm not gonna continue playing in this world, but for now, it is not in a hardcore world. It is just a simple world where I can respawn and everything. And as for the vision of the base, I'm still not decided yet on what I want to do, but I think that it's gonna involve a tower, so I'm gonna have to think about it. Maybe it will be like an outpost that will slowly grow into a kingdom that over guards this mountain or this high ground. Let's just say that. Since it is not technically a mountain, I don't know. Does this count as a mountain? Does it not count as a mountain? I have no idea. But basically, we need to look now for sheeps, and this is gonna be a location I'm gonna have to go back into another time. And sheeps are a real necessity right now, since we don't even have a bed, and I don't want to die. I suck at PvP, I suck at fighting mobs, and the last thing I want to do is die. So this sheep is mine, and also this one. Let's see. All I need is another one, and I'm done for it. Do I want to make this family? Yes, I do. Where is that last sheep now? I really need just one more, and it is always that last one that will make you pissed off. Well, anyways, I decided to skip forward since it was just pointlessly me looking around and me trying to find another sheep. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the bed and I'm gonna go down and upgrade my tools. And after I'm done upgrading the tools and everything, we will. I think we will skip into me just clearing around the area. So I think I'm gonna focus on clearing the area. I'm gonna use all of the tools that I have, maybe break one pickaxe, one axe, and one shovel, to clear the entire area. And then we will go from there and trying to figure out how we're gonna build the house. Okay, so these are the resources that we got from mining and everything. And I think that I'm gonna go for just basically one type of wood and one type of stone for now, since this is a starter home. I don't want to make it too overcomplicated for people to follow along. I think that the main design will be a 5x5. I think that will be the main thing that I want to use. And I will just skip since it is almost nighttime and I really don't want to deal with mobs. Like, that's the last thing I want to do, since I don't have any armor or anything like that. If you are new to the channel, follow along. I mean, this journey is going to be a long one. It's going to be a fun one. And if the game lets me sleep, thank you, game. We're going to skip into the build in the form of a time lapse. This is our starter home. Oh, they shouldn't come here again. Okay, so yep. I think that we have done good for the first episode. I think I'm gonna call it here. Look at this beautiful view surrounding our base. I'm gonna call it here for this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.